Well, it's been a while since we shot the ship, so let's shoot the ship. Alright, we're doing a brawl here, folks. This was part of an event a while back, and it was, a team of 3 battleships versus a team of 3 destroyers. And oh my god, you wouldn't believe the amount of salt this created among the community. Everyone's boo-hooing about how hard it was. Personally, I thought it was actually not that bad. I mean, you win some, you lose some. It looks like I left my mic on. Turn that off. So they can't hear me cussing about how lame my team is. Anyway, no, I mean, yeah, it does sound like it'd be fucked up, you know, 3 battleships trying to fight off 3 destroyers, but they made it a little bit balanced. And honestly, for a change, Wargaming actually kind of got the balance a bit right. They made the battleships a little bit faster. They made their secondaries a little bit better, and they made the torpedoes a little bit more weaker. So, I don't know, to me it seemed fine. And plus, not to mention, I mean, look at that. We actually start with both caps. Essentially, they started the battleships off at advantage. This is our game to lose, essentially. So, I don't know. I thought it was fair. I mean, I won some, I lost some. You know, sometimes you had a good team, sometimes you had a bad team. If you had a team that like kind of knew what they were doing, you're usually pretty good. Even if you had a team that was like complete idiots, sometimes you could still pull this off. Because I mean, it wasn't that hard. I didn't think so. I'd say I won more than I lost. All right, we got that Gepard out there. And again, you can see it doesn't take a lot of shots. Oh, by the way, this is in the Dunkerque. I had actually just picked this up. I want to say on the day that I did that I recorded this. This might have been like my first or second match with it, which I don't know. It's a decent battleship, or as I like to call it, the Dunkerque. Anyways, I mean, the whole thing here was basically just take a battleship that has good secondaries. Don't even worry about you know, anti-aircraft stuff. This is a match where like your German battleships are really going to shine. Although I don't think you could bring them in. I can't remember. I know like I played this a lot with the Dunkerque and the Rasputin. Yeah, they're hiding in the fog there. Now you see that there's an overlap between these 2 bases, and that's generally where I tried to stay because now you're defending both sides. And it's harder for them to cap. And you're going to win on points as long as you could just hold those caps and not get killed. So, yeah, again, I would say I won more than I lost. By the way, I could never play as the destroyers in this. At least not with this account, my main PlayStation account. Because I didn't have any Tier 5... It was Tier 5 ships only. I didn't have any Tier 5 destroyers that were eligible for this. I think all my Tier 5 destroyers were German or, oh, there he is. All my Tier 5 destroyers were German or Japanese, which I don't think they allowed in the event. He's sneaky. The thing is we actually got... This is a pretty good match because we got a few destroyer players that know their strengths and their weaknesses. And that Fusion is actually doing a pretty good job of hiding in the smoke. That the Mahan's getting bored. You can tell he's dipping and diving. Honestly, he's got like the longest smoke. But here's the other thing. Honestly, what he's doing isn't that incredibly stupid. He is spotting for the Fusion. And that's the thing that a lot of these fucking destroyer players make the mistake of is... Especially when you're on a team with you're just 2 destroyers. Guess what? If you're both hiding in the smoke, you can't see shit. So why the fuck are you even there? You might get lucky, and you know, like there's a battleship semi-near enough to you that you know it bypasses the smoke. But for the most part, as long as they're keeping their distance and you know you're hiding in the smoke, basically it's a war of attrition. And this is a match where the destroyers cannot afford to just sit back on their laurels. Because, again, the battleships start off with both caps. I mean, you gotta be on the offense here. Whereas the battleships are more on the defensive, and I still say they had the advantage. But it was so funny because like I'd go on the I'd go on the World of Warships Legends Reddit board, and people would just like be whinging and crying about how unfair and how hard. Oh, actually, we're down a Mahan, so heck, we're oh, now we're just chasing down the Fushin. This is over. This is over. I mean, he might get me some torps, but honestly, I'm pretty certain Dunkerque has some pretty good torp damage reduction. Oh, there it goes. Oh man, that was a cakewalk. I only did one of these, folks. Oh, but yeah, if you got so many victories, you got the prize. And honestly, I got this done in almost no time. It wasn't that challenging. I don't know what people's problem were, but anyways, that was the brawl. I did pretty good with this one. I liked it. I only did one of these because, they're not that. They weren't super interesting. I thought it was a fun little diversion. All right, Battle 2. We're in the Indianoplis. This is not a bad match. I mean, it's two small teams. You got two aircraft carriers. Both are Rangers, so nothing's totally broken there. This seemed like a pretty fair matchup, as long as my team isn't completely dumb. Or this is another one where I just got this ship, folks, and this is like the first or second match. Well, no, I wouldn't say it's the first or second match I played with it, because honestly, I've owned this ship before with my other account. But yeah, I mean, we're in the Indianoplis. I mean, what can you say? It's one of those ships that I know, like, as soon as I found out the Indianoplis was in this game, I had to have it. And no, it's mostly just because of Jaws. But, no, don't get me wrong, I do. There is a movie that Nicolas Cage was in about the Indianoplis. I know, it's one of his, like, low production, I need money for taxes movies. But it was really good, honestly. I'd highly recommend watching it. It was a fascinating story about like what that captain went through and what those men went through. It was the USS Indianoplis story is just a tragedy all around. But again, it's one of these ships where it's a ship with some clout. God, I'm trying to remember the sister ship to the Indianoplis, because there were only two of these ever built. There were two heavy cruisers. Oh, heck, I want to say it was... I want to say it might have been the Oregon City. Or it might... No, it was the Portland. It was the USS Portland was the sister ship to the Indianoplis. And I believe it was the lead ship of the class. But... no one remembers the Portland. They all remember the Indianoplis, thanks to, Robert Shaw in the movie Jaws. Which, don't get me wrong, the fact that they put that in that movie was actually really stunning. Not a lot of people were very familiar with that story until Jaws, I think. Obviously, I don't even think the families of the sailors were 100% in on all the details. But, no, I remember, God, I love the Indianoplis. When they found it a few years back, I was over the moon. I was so excited because it was just one of those ships that had been long lost. And the fact that they actually found the wreck was, I don't know. It was one of those... every time they find a wreck that's been missing, it's always just... I find it kind of exciting. And I imagine if there's any living, family members of that crew, I mean, it's probably a bit of closure for them. I mean, as closure as it can be. Anyway, I should probably get to what's going on in this match. All right, so the big strong point of the Indianoplis, her guns are okay, but she has the radar and the sonar, and the radar is pretty good with this ship. It's really good for spotting, little whiny bitch destroyers that are hiding in clouds and stuff. It's got pretty good anti-aircraft too, because I mean, look at this. We are chewing up these. This Ranger does not like me. It really does not like me. Oh, there's the Amono. That's the. I want to say that's the Japanese line of light cruisers or torpedo cruisers. I don't know. Either way, they suck. I don't like them. They were a recent addition to the Japanese tech tree, and I don't like them. I'm getting the impression that not many people do. Ooh, the Boise. That's a ship I kind of wish I could get my hands on. I don't think it's available in the shop anymore. I had it with the other account, but sadly, I mean, the other account's on Xbox, and I have the Xbox One and not the Xbox X, and this game really does not run good on that generation. I think the last few updates have really started to tank it a bit, but I don't know. It might just be that now I'm playing it on the PS5. It seems a lot crisper. So as you can see, we're actually doing really good here. We've got 2 of the caps. We got 2 ships down to 1 of ours. That fucking Ranger is just desperately trying to recreate that story from Jaws. You know. Granted, it was a submarine, but submarines aren't in the game yet. That's a controversial opinion, by the way, folks. A lot of people really don't want submarines in the game. I haven't played the PC version, so I don't know what the submarines are like on there. Me, personally, I like anything that kind of shakes the game up a bit. I mean, it's a game. It's a game, and this is a very grindy game, and when you shake it up a little bit, to make the grind a little bit more interesting, I think it's a good thing. Now don't get me wrong, if they're stupid broken right out the gate, that sucks, but hopefully they'd fix that. Sort of like how the hybrid battle carriers were a little bit broken from the bat. Oh, what do we got here? Was that the Nagato? By the way, I'm doing the playback on this on like an extremely low resolution. It's not the way you're gonna see it when it's done. It's just my test video to kind of do commentary with. Because yes, I am not recording this in real time as I'm doing the commentary here. I think I discussed that before though. Ah, there you are, you fuck. You are dead. D-E-E-D, dead. Or deed. Indeed, you are dead. Oh, Citadel hits. That had to sting. And with high explosive too. That's... Ooh. So you can tell that the guns on this ship, they're not super impressive, but they are pretty beefy. I mean, I'm actually scoring Citadel hits with HE. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Usually I don't get those unless I'm throwing AP at it. Actually, if I threw AP at this thing, it'd probably just over-penetrate. Yeah, it looks like the other team captured one of the bases. But I mean, the blue team's actually doing pretty good this match. Which has been rarer and more rare these days, believe it or not. I had a lot of matches that I recorded for this, and some of them were they were either really boring because I just got completely taken out within like the first few minutes of the match. And it's not because I'm a complete imbecile. Well, alright, some of them I was just a complete imbecile on, but mostly it was just really lucky shots by battleships on the other... Oh, nice. The Ranger is done. It's funny. It's so funny because you can tell I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm not even looking at you to take. I know that salvo is going to take you out. You're fucked, pal. The Dallas going. I love the Dallas going broadside to a heavy cruiser. I mean, you can tell that this player is just like either. Oh, well, I talk shit and I guess I'm dead too. I went broadside as well, so I can't really complain because I mean, U.S. cruisers are basically just citadels with a propeller and some guns strapped onto it, so I kind of had that one coming. Oh, then you got the York. Oh man, that thing's just made out of flash paper and toothpicks. Let's see what else we got on her. Oh, wow. Okay, well we won by points. It looks like. Either that or someone took out those last two ships. Oh my God! Look at that score. Holy crap, I mean, granted, I think I have battle boosters on, but still, that's a lot. Number one on the team. Number one on the team, that's fucking great. What was their ranger was, oh, wow, second from the bottom, all right, so he kind of sucked. I don't know, he pestered me a lot. Anyways, moving on, I guess we'll go to the next match. All right, last match of the game, we are in the Podvoisky, which I believe this may have been the first match, on this account anyways, that I played in the Podvoisky. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not fucking Russian, so... And honestly, knowing the way YouTube works, this fucking video is going to be banned in Russia anyways, so... Them's the breaks. I don't know why. It always seems like Russia's the only fucking country I ever get banned in when I get copyright claimed. Although, honestly, I probably won't get copyright claimed on this one. Anyways, Podvoisky, Tier 4 Russian destroyer. Really strong torps, except for really short range. Playing Russian destroyers is a little odd because, I mean, they excel at torps, but they got to get, like, right up on you to do it, which is great. Because good luck dodging them when you're like only a few feet away. But yeah, they're a good ship. They excel at basically hunting other destroyers. I think they're not as good as the Americans at it, or the British, I find, but they're all right. I do know, like I am liking the Podvoisky so far. Honestly, like I said, I played it on the old account, but that was quite a while ago because I'd long since gotten way past the Podvoisky. So it's been a while, but I just unlocked it with this account, and this is, I want to say, maybe my first match with it. Oh, we got spotted. There's some bastard near us. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Fubuki. For Ataka, yeah, yeah, that's a heavy cruiser. Well, I'm not feeling 100% right now, folks. I actually busted my leg up, or I busted my foot up the other day, and I'd love to say I'm on pain medication, but no, I'm on pain is what I'm on. Anyway, ooh, I wonder if we'll hit him with these torpedoes. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was kind of foolish of me because the torpedoes are very short range. And we got spotted again. Someone's got their eye on us. Oh my God, we actually hit them. Wow, that I honestly didn't think we'd hit them. I mean, I was basically just taking a shot in the dark there and hoping I hit something. But no, I pulled it off. Wow, that's great. And it looks like they died. So someone else got the kill, but we still got the assist, and that's one less ship we have to worry about. And where the two teams are evenly matched now, both down a destroyer. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of just the thing that I'm doing with the Podvoisky, is just hanging around the middle of the map and spotting for the other, for my teammates. And honestly, that is the one thing I wish destroyer players would do more fucking often. There we go. Nice. I mean, granted, that was totally someone else's kill that I just stole, but like I said, it's one less ship we have to worry about. Plus, more points in my pocket. Or more XP and,
Nice work.
probably more credits. Oh, yeah, thanks, bud. Alright, we got the California out there. That's a scary ship to go against. And honestly, it's one of those ships that are completely unavailable. I have it on my other account, but I don't have it on this one, and I'm really wishing I could do that. I just say I really wish I could switch ships from one account to another, because California is a good ship. It's definitely one of those ships that I kind of wish they'd make a little bit more available. I think a lot of people would, because a lot of people like the California. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Am I going to get him? Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance. Oh yeah, he's slowing down. Good thought on sending a few of those back. Let's see if I pull this off. I think we're gonna do it, folks. Oh yeah, 2 of them. There's another one. Alright, so we got half of them. We did a nice chunk of damage to the California, and considering I want to say that thing has some decent torpedo protection, so not a bad shot. We're probably not long for this world now, though, because we're right next to the California. Oh. We kind of had that one coming, honestly, folks. It's never a good strategy to actually do that unless you know that you're going to kill that battleship with your torpedoes. That was actually really dumb of me. I shouldn't have done that, but hey, we helped out. I mean, hey, look, we got 1 kill. I mean, granted, we had to steal it from someone. But, you know, we had 3 assists there. And I want to say that we did some of the heavy lifting on at least 1 or 2 of them. I know the one torpedo that we hit the Fubuki with, I know that did a lot of damage. Oh, yeah. There, yeah, California, you're done. Now it's all just destroyers. Which is going to be rough because I don't know, Graf Spee actually is pretty decent at taking out destroyers. It depends what kind of destroyer. Oh, there's one on the map, but it's way down there. Graf Spee is another ship that I recently just picked up, folks. Well, actually, I didn't pick up Graf Spee. I picked up Graf Spee B, or the Black Edition. Ooh, look at this fancy Tennessee. Oh man, so patriotic. Actually, I do like these red, white, and blue paint jobs that they have. Oh, it's a Visby. Yeah, he's no threat. The Pan Europe destroyers are kind of laughable, I find. Especially, I mean, they're scary to another destroyer because they've got decent guns, but their torpedoes are very short range. They don't do a lot of damage. Well, I shouldn't say they're short range. They're not crazy long range, though. And they don't do a ton of damage. So I don't know. They're just no good, I think, against... they're definitely no good against cruisers. And we do have a cruiser on the team. We got 2 destroyers, though, and that might be a little on the scary side. Oh, and one's a Jinhui. I mean, that Jinhui is just... He's got to be feeling useless as fuck right now. Don't get me wrong, he's got decent guns. But his torpedoes can't do anything to these guys. And it's so funny how many times I'll see someone in a Pan-Asian destroyer try to torpedo me when I'm in a destroyer. It's just like, you dumb fuck. How did you get this far and not realize that your torpedoes can't even hit me? Because if you don't know, folks, the Pan-Asian destroyers have deep water torpedoes. They do a lot more damage to ships, except for because they're deep water, they'll pass right under a destroyer. So, yeah, I mean, they are completely useless. And you know what? They should know better, because it's not like it doesn't show you right on the screen when you're launching them at another destroyer that, like, it's oranged out. In other words, you're not going to hit with these. I think it's actually got dotted lines and everything. So, I mean, it's not like the game doesn't, like, basically give you the biggest fucking hint in the world that, you know, your torpedoes aren't going to do shit to this guy. Why are you even firing them? Torpedoes coming. Don't be dumb. Don't be. You know, honestly, the only thing I can think of on why someone in a Pan-Asian destroyer might shoot torpedoes at another destroyer is mainly just to make them nervous. But honestly, if the other player knows what's what, I mean, they're probably just sitting back and laughing. I know that's what I'm always doing whenever I get that. Uh-oh. Oh, this ain't good. Japanese torpedo boat right next to a tennis. Oh, yeah, that's all over. Ooh, this is going to be a nail-biter, folks, because we've got 2 destroyers versus 2 destroyers and a Graf Spee. Graf Spee isn't super nimble. Don't get me wrong, it'll fuck him up if it can get, you know, within distance. Or if it can spot him. Oh yeah, that one's actually probably... But I mean, it's 2 destroyers, and 1 destroyer might as well just, like... Oh yeah, we're actually down a destroyer now. Oh my god, I hope it's the Jinhui and not the T-22. T-22 probably stands a little bit more of a chance. I shouldn't say that, because honestly, the Pan-Asian destroyers aren't too bad at fighting in a gunfight against other destroyers, especially like some of your more weaker ones. But I want to say one of them's a Pan-Europe, and those things, I doubt it'd probably be a pretty even match, I'm guessing. I don't know. Graf Spee is a nice ship, though. I do like it. I want to say I had it with the other account, but I don't recall. I think I did. In fact, I think I had it. I think I had the Graf Spee black with the other account too. I ended up getting a ton of black ships this year, folks. I might. In fact, the next ship talking I do, we might just do Black Fleet vessels. Sorry, got quiet. Just mesmerized by all the action going on in this game, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is unfortunately what happens when you're in a Graf Spee going up against 2 destroyers. I think we're going to end up running out the clock, and this is just going to be a very lame game. I mean, we'll win on points. I mean, they don't stand a chance on the points, but I don't know. I hate it when the matches get to this point. You only got a few ships. Oh, there's torpedoes. Ah, he's over there somewhere. Oh yeah, this player knows what's what. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a Visby with a sliver of life. Don't get me wrong, he's probably gonna... old Graf Spee's probably gonna over-penetrate like a motherfucker on this guy, but... Heck, the secondaries might take him out. Just lining up his shot. Taking his sweet time. No. No. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, get that. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the shot. Yeah. No. Oh, there we go. Okay. For a second there, I thought he missed. All right, a T-22 versus a... Oh, that's a rough match. Kamikazes are very stealthy and sneaky, and their torpedoes hit like a... Oh. That ain't... It's a bad day to be a Russian or a German torpedo boat, folks. Oh, he's broken in half. By God, I'm looking at a dead ship. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, it's a Graf Spee versus a Kamikaze, and I think at this point, we're probably just going to end up running down the clock. But I tell you, this is a sweet match, isn't it, folks? I died about halfway through, and the rest we've just been watching a couple of ships dance around each other. Why did I pick this one? Because honestly, most of the other matches I got in, matchmaking was a bitch this time around, and I got just some really... There were a few matches where I got in and I'm just like, I'm fucked. Right from the opening deal. It's just like, you know, I'll never just open up a game and quit, despite the fact that I'm probably going to lose it. Oh yeah, we got him on the points. It's just about over, so that should wrap it up. But no, I'll never just rage quit a match. I mean, unless, you know, I'm dead, then, you know, then I'll leave. But I mean, you kind of screw yourself out of XP and silver if you do that. So I know I've seen a lot of players that are away from the keyboard, and I can't help but wonder if they did that. They got in, they saw like what they're up against, they're just like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. Which sucks. They should punish. There should be stiffer punishment for those fucking lame ass tactics. But it is what it is. God, this is such a boring match. Oh my God. But I mean, we ran down the clock. We got it on points. I can't blame the Kamikaze for being like hiding all the time. He wasn't gonna win though. So I mean, come on, just get it over with, pal. Anyway, oh yeah, look at that. We were third from the top, considering we died about halfway through. That ain't bad. Kamikaze was the lead, but I mean, come on, he's hiding everywhere. Where was that Gian? Or the Gian Wei? Oh, he was right under me. Okay, so he didn't do too bad. Fuck it. It was a boring match, folks. I'm sorry. But hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. They can't all be winners. And with that, I guess I'll see you next week.